So, we know the little Chinese diesel heater has arrived. Where to put it? Oh, by the way, I put that thing on charge. I don't think it worked. I think that battery is absolutely, completely dead. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's recovering. So I've put the Goldwing, the bike charger on now for a bit. I mean, I'm not too worried. I have got this thing that you plug in the electric and it gives you a choice of currents to choose from under there. So that might be an option. Plug it in the electric. I mean, I have got, it'll be a bit of a faff, but I have got batteries under here, right in the very bottom. So, I'm not short of stuff. Anyway, we've got to find a place to go. It's got to go out by an outside wall, hasn't it? And I would like to have put it over here, under there. But you know this place is stuffed full, isn't it? I don't think it's going to go there. No, it won't go under there. I'm thinking of putting it under the bench here because, you know, if it does catch fire or something, it might make a load of smoke, but nothing will catch fire under there because this is a steel bench. That's a steel bench, that is. So there's no danger of that. It's just a couple of car ramps that are in the way and a box of rubbish. So I could sit it over there, couldn't I? Make a shelf for it. Make a hole through that wall because that wall is outside. So I think that's the most likeliest spot. But where will you put the diesel tank? Yeah, that is a... And how high will you put it? Will you put it down low? Will you put it in the middle, or will you put it up high? And the heater pipe could come out here. So that's I think that's pretty much the only place we can put it. I was thinking maybe the diesel tank. Find a home for these, or if I'm getting rid of that, move that along, make a pile of wood here, put the diesel tank, sit it in up against this cupboard here, screw it to that, bolt it to that cupboard. So I pour the diesel in here. And the heat come out over there. I think they're far enough away from each other. And I've got an exhaust outside. Here, I could put it here. But that's too thick of a wall to get through. Yeah, I'm not convinced. This is too much, way too much work to dismantle this to make it fit in this corner. Because this, what am I going to do with that rubbish then? So, I can't really put it on that wall because the Goldwing garage is in there. So we can't use that wall, can we? And we can't use the wall further on because that brings us into the extension, doesn't it? Yeah. And it's too far away from your workplace, do you know what I mean? So, I think I haven't got much choice. I was thinking... get rid of all this rubbish, but then where would you put this rubbish then? Because that's my spare steel corner, my scrap corner, you know. We always need a place to put your bits and pieces that come off jobs that you can use on another job possibly. I did think of putting it on here, but it takes more bench space, so I don't think I've got much choice in the matter. I think it's got to go. Turf all this lot out. Put it under there on a shelf. Possibly put the fuel tank up here maybe, or maybe put the fuel tank there. Depending on how long the pipe will be. No, it's got to go under there. So I've got to clear all this crud out and start making a plan. So we cleared that corner. Yeah. What was in there? Blocks. Yeah. Hardwood blocks. You can't get rid of blocks. Well, you've got a car up on jacks, so you want the body up. They're really, really handy. They're always worth keeping. The box of odds and sods, steel. The trouble is you don't need them until you need them, and when you need them, you know. car ramps. I haven't used them in years, so they can probably go to the back shed now. And we found a couple of axle stands, didn't we? Some bought from the shop. These look are handmade, so I reckon they've probably come from the car boot somewhere. And again, axle stands. Invaluable when you want them, but in the bloody way when you don't want them. And of course the welding gear went under there. So, we'll have to rethink it. But anyway, the plan I'm thinking of here now, so I could put a wooden frame in there, but that would, I don't know. Shall I just make a simple wooden frame, bang a hole through the wall, get the exhaust out there, and then crack on? Let's see what it looks like, see how much space it takes, shall we? So it's going to work out okay, you know, because we'll put that there, which is close enough to the wall. That exhaust pipe's going to fit and go through the wall, no problem. This heater pipe will come forward up at that level, and we'll let the air out, so we'll have a heater here, won't we? So actually, I think it's going to be all right, you know. I think it'll be all right where it's at. Plus, it won't get knocked, and hopefully, if I put it quite high, the filth won't, you know, the grinding and the filth from working here around the bench here won't get on it and, you know, make it breathe. There should be enough air under here to let it breathe in. We'll soon find out if it runs out of air, but we'll have the breather running forwards and upwards. We'll have the exhaust going out the wall. So, I think that's not a bad place for it. Obviously, it's got to be this way up, and we've got to make a stand for it, haven't we? So, let's punch a hole through the wall first, so we know where the exhaust is going. Then we know what height we'll need this to be. Looking good. So far, so good. By the way, there was a blob of something really awful there, whatever it was. Greasy, oily, filthy blob. Well, do you remember the petrol we had left from the washing of the nuts and the bolts and the fixings and all that? Well, I put it on there, sort of, that melted it all away, got an old rag, wiped it all up. So it's been a while since we had that, and we've not really known what to do with it. But it's been great for just turning that blob on the floor into something we could pick up on a rag. Yeah, so we did get around to using it eventually. So on the bottom of it, it has a fixing plate, which is really good really, because this fixing plate allows us to, rather than mess with the machine and whatever for measurements, we know our fixings has got to sit up here, and we know the hole it's got to come through is in this area here, without messing with the heater itself. So the fixing plate's going to come in handy. So let's make a what would you call it, an upstand for it now. Yeah, so haven't really got enough of this stuff to make but that's giving me an idea now. I could cut this up, couldn't I? Chop this up. I could chop that up and use that part of the frame. And I think we've got, let's have a look. I think we've got a secret stash here. I don't know if we've used it. If you remember, we've used all that Dexion on the shelving and stuff, haven't we? Hold on, stay there a minute. Stay there just a minute. Let's take this. Let's take this big box out. Look, we've got a secret stash of this, haven't we? Of this stuff. So we've got a pair of legs. We've got legs. And we've got a grey frame to sit on top and a bit spare to sort of square the frame off. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use our secret stash of this stuff. Yeah, nice legs. and then that on the top. Yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. That's not going to catch fire. Plus, I think it's going to be strong enough to get banged about. Yeah, it's going to be banged out. So we'll make a little table now then for it to sort of sit on, using, cut up that frame and use these as legs. Make a little table for it. So we've got these two pieces. They're exactly the same size. So we'll cut them in half, and that'll give us 4 little legs, won't it? Yeah. I like that idea. Let's go and make 4 little even legs now then. So we've got these two pieces, 22 inches even, so 11 inches is the middle. So let's double check. 11 inches, put that there. 11 inches, great. So there's the middle. Cut them together as one, so they'll be even, won't they? So cut them down there. 4 little legs. Here we go. Hey, we got 4 little legs. Well, I found this piece of angle. It'll do just fine. Yeah, the angle is 3 foot. So we're having 18 inches, which is 1.5 foot. So we're going to sit at 18 inches, aren't we? So let's compare. 18 inches. Oh, that'll give it plenty of stability, 18 inches. Yeah. So we've got 2 side rails that we can, see these little screws here? They can sit on there, can't they? So we're going to have it 18 inches long then. You got to use what you got. You got to look around and see what's going to do and then make it fit. So we thought the middle was 18 inches, didn't we? So we marked 18 inches, which was on one side, and we came across here and we measured another 18 inches from here, and it wasn't exactly in the same place. So we had 1 mark on this edge and 1 mark on that edge, so we know the middle is between. Yeah, fine. We know how, we've got the legs and we know how long it's going to be, so now we've got to figure out, get some bits to make it wider. So we need 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a brace or something. So let's go and find out how wide we need it. Well, the width is going to be, that's the width from there to there, and we'll just put the hole in the middle. So we've got our width, we've just got to find something that'll connect them together now. So we were working on the width, aren't we? So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a bit of a bed frame of some sort, so we know we'll get 4 widths. So let's cut this down the middle and then down the middle again, and we'll have 4 equal sized width pieces so that we can put this in. Yeah. I think it looks like it's some sort of old bed frame. See where the hooks and the springs connect on. Yeah, I think I even collect the springs out the bed. There's the metal frame that was in the bed, and there's the hooks that was in the bed. I throw nothing away, I throw nothing away. So this is 23 inches, so it's 16 inches, isn't it? So let's measure 16 inches from that side, which is there, and turn it round. 16 inches from this side is there, which isn't quite the same. So the measurement that we want is the measurement down the middle, and that's where you find half. Hey, not bad for a Reggie measurement. Look, they're sort of half, aren't they? So we've cut them in half, so we're going to clamp them together and cut them in half again together. So you'll still get all the pieces will be the same-ish, you know, Reggie-ish. Okay, there is a slight, but that won't make a difference for what we're doing. Anyway, so there's the bar cut in half. Let's cut these in half and let's have 4 of these then. So this one is 16 and a bit more. So let's start at 8. So let's put a mark where 8 is here. Yeah. Let's turn the tape around and let's put another mark where 8 is. Oh, it's well out. Where 8 is there. This is 8 here. Okay, fine. So that's 8 from that side, and that's 8 from this side. So the true middle is between the two. So if I cut them there, they'll be just fine. So they're not quite Reggie level. There's a pair of levels, but they're not all together. But if you was that way inclined, if it really did bother you, all you'd have to do is put a new cut on the end, clamp them all together in the vise and cut the whole lot out square, so they'd all be the same then, wouldn't they? If that's what's if that what tickles your fancy, we'll do that, shall we? Yeah, let's clamp them together and cut them as one. Just cut the end off as one, or maybe just cut them to this level, cut that bit sticking out off. Yeah, come on Reggie, let's do a proper job for a change. Shh, don't tell anybody, don't tell anyone. Look, 4 perfectly equally cut lengths of angle iron. See, I am good. I'm good, aren't I? Good at bodging. You've got the idea now, haven't you? We've got 4 equal legs. We've got 2 equal this way. These need to be closed in a little bit because it's all just wobbly and sitting there in a minute. That plate then will fit on there nicely. Bring these in a touch. It's going to be just great. Woohoo! You've got the idea now, haven't you? And we'll sit the heater on top of there and we'll still have room to come out underneath. We've got these 2 to put underneath. I might brace them, or I've put the holes in that way so that I can put a length across there and just bolt it in just to keep it still. But yeah, a little table for the heater made out of scrap. Yeah, just made out what's knocking about. So what we're going to do now is, do you see these magnetic corners? I'm going to put legs on this one here. They're really good. They're just, these things, the whole thing is one big magnet. And you just tap it in wherever you want it. And we'll just tack this here. We'll take the galvanizing off it. We'll tack that there and we'll tack that there. And we'll make ourselves 2 pairs of legs ready for the next move. So we're going to use the old El Cheapo welding. You see them all around on Facebooks and whatever. Just 30 quid welder. Because it's galvanized, I've just run the galvanized past there because it just makes it more difficult. And then just grab a welding rod, throw it in and just stick it. It's only like glue on a stick. Just tack it, you know, and you'll learn, you know, you'll blow a hole, you'll do a mistake. This might be good, it might not be good, it don't matter. As long as it sticks, it don't really matter, does it? Because we're only making a little stand, aren't we? But a welder, a little cheap welder, is such a great thing that you can do things with the bits and pieces that you have knocking about. So I welded a bit here, welded a bit there, turned it round. Give that a bit of a clean. Give that a bit of a clean. Look at that now. Hoo-hoo-hoo. All of a sudden, you've got a pair of legs. And as long as it sticks, you don't have to be good at welding or whatever. As long as it sticks, it don't matter. And then you can go around it afterwards and mess with it and completely 100% weld it if you want to. But let's go and make another pair of those. Remember which way you put the holes in, so at least they match. So we've done the legs, great. So obviously you need a bit of, grind that off a bit, make it nice and flat. So this corner will now sit on here and sit there. So what we're going to do next is put 4 uprights. Yeah, just put 4 uprights on it, and then we'll make this fit in there afterwards. Yeah, but looking good, looking really good. So we've clamped this in, see, jammed it. That corner has got no choice but to be correct and fit. So we'll do that there. The biggest problem you get is that you forget where you are and what you're doing. So we're going to do one here, look. We'll turn it round and we'll put one in there and we'll have one in there. So we'll have 4 uprights and we'll just sort of put the box together to the size we want then. Well, that's the plan anyway. This is where you need several hands, but anyway, you just get it fairly tight and then tap it into where you want to. And when you've tapped it where it wants to go, just give it its final tightening and then you can weld into it. Now, you're supposed to clean it and everything clean. All I do is, as long as I can get 2 clean bits to go, it'll burn its way through everything else. Maybe that's why my weld doesn't stick. Well, we're nearly there. We just need a bit more swearing and cussing. And it will fit. So we got it there, look. It's pretty much there. I know the bar on the bottom isn't in the right place, but that's the only way I could get the damn thing to fit. So, no big deal, because all I'll do now is find a piece that'll go across here and weld that in. Yeah. So that wasn't a mistake, that was an extra strengthening piece. Yeah. Well, I must say, that's gonna work. Just right, isn't it? Little hole, little hole, little hole, little hole. Cut the end of this off. It's going to be just great. Now you've got it to with the final shape you want it, sort of thing. Now you can go around and clean everything up and then clamp all the corners nice and tight and then go welding around it. And anywhere where anything touches anything, just weld everything. Then it's going to do fine, isn't it? So as you go around it, it gets stronger and stronger all the time. Mind you don't touch anywhere you've just welded. Then you come across a piece like this, look, where this and that. You can't really see what's holding that together on this face, on this surface. So I'm going to weld that and that, and just go around any joints, anything where metal is touching metal. Especially a place where there's a good piece touching a good piece. See this corner? That's a good piece, and that's a good piece. So I'll smack that in as well. And just go around until you're happy, you've welded everything, and then you're nearly there. Ooh, we're nearly there. So you don't have to be good at welding. It would be nice to be good at welding, and a proper welder would have just tacked it in certain places. But if you weld everything everywhere, some of it's got to be holding somewhere, and it'll end up being really strong. So welcome to the live and at the scene Reggie testing facility. Ooh, there's something loose somewhere. You can hear it clatter. Ooh, hey, let's give it a full test. Oh no, that's it, lovely. We just give it its final quality control. Ah, you see, it's passed Reggie's final quality control. Reggie, you only had one job to do. Drill 4 little holes to fit in there. How have you managed to snap? How have you managed to snap the bloody drill off the end? You're such a monster. Such a bull. You're such a breaker, aren't you? Bloody hell. Okay. New drill, new drill. Nearly there, we're nearly there. Except Dumbo here forgot to pick up some diesel. And get some nice new cans to carry it in. So, catch up tomorrow. Let's do another one tomorrow, yeah.